camera set up. I look good. I feel good too. Listen, I'm praising myself. I am so happy. I just feel so wonderful. I feel wonderful about everything. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kemi, and we are about to watch the Game of Thrones season 4, episode 3 and 4. And I'm on time. I am on time today. As soon as it hit 12, I was like, join. I was so happy to jump on it today with you guys because I feel so wonderful. The last episode, Joffrey died. And although the death was just easy, yes, it was easy. It wasn't painful. It wasn't like different arrows through the chest like the way they took our darling beloved Rob. But I'll take it. I'll take his veins popping out of his head. Melting skin would have done it for me. Shredding would have done it for me. But oh well, crushing bones. Crushing bones. Him screaming and expressing his pain would have been perfect. Like imagine if he was in a grinder from the leg and it was going and he's like, save me, and nobody can save him. Nobody. I wanted him to speak of the pain, the regret, him choking like, I wanted him to ask the question, am I dying? So that I could answer, yes, Joffrey, thou diest. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So we've got our chat for today. Nothing attached to, because you guys, you might just scare me and send me over the edge. But if you want to support this channel, just help with the goals and whatever it is that we have planned, or join us over on Patreon. It's a great way to support this channel and your girl. Thank you so much. Some of us are doing this full time. For choices best known to the patrons, because the patrons know what's up with my career and stuff. So thank you to everyone who's ever supported this channel by liking, subscribing, whatever it is, by even encouraging me in the comment section, telling me how much you enjoy what I'm doing. It matters. It matters. I thrive off your encouragement, and it does help. I'm human, flesh and blood. So I'm not one of those people when you say, oh, she doesn't care about the comments. I care. Thank you so much to everyone who goes through the comment section. Even if you don't agree with me, we don't all have to see things the same way. But, getting me or talking to me about whatever it is, the how I reacted, or insights that I might not have. Don't leave spoilers, because, that's the point of all this, is to get an authentic reaction from me. So if you tell me what's going to happen, although I'm also mischievous, and in the heat of the moment, I always try oh my God, I try to guess it and ask you questions, but really at the crux of it, don't tell me. No, I have to be honest, don't tell me. I know that I'm guilty of asking. I ask because in the moment, adrenaline, you just want to get it over and done with. So I really want to shout out to the moderators who also are quick with the delete. And some of you now, you watchers, you already know me, so you get it, you really do. And whenever I ask questions, some of you act like usually the comments are flowing in the live chat, and then I throw a comment or question and nobody responds. It's like, I'm like, can they can they still hear me? You guys, you make me laugh when you do that, but I really appreciate it. I know that I am stubborn, and I ask, and I think I will continue to ask because I can't help myself. I really can't. It just comes out before I know what is happening. I'm asking things, and one innocent person might throw it in. All right, so the Discord link that we will be watching this thing together is pinned at the top. I can see 19 people in the chat and only 9 thumbs up. Like, what is going on? What is happening? like, do you not want to support my channel? Why? You should love me enough. At this point, I shouldn't be reminding you to like. As soon as you join, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yes, now we're at 12. Keep going, my darlings. Keep going. Let's go. You know what I mean? All right, let me welcome everybody. We've got Tina, we've got Mike Gomez, we've got Morgan, Hi Skying, Mike M 2002. We've got who else in the comments? Danny. Danny said, yes, oh my gosh, she'd be stressing me out with the questions. It is what it is. Please endure. And the truth is, I'm caught up in the moment. I don't even realize that I'm asking questions. And you guys, you don't even know. I think some of you know how smart I am, because when you don't answer me, I know that I'm on point. But when you answer me, even when you say we're not talking about it, I know that I veered. You know what I mean? So I'm watching how you guys respond to my questions. Whenever I ask a question and everybody says, don't answer that, I'm like, oh, I make a note. I said that question hit a nerve somewhere. I like messing with you guys, honestly. You
did this. Where's his wife? Where's Sansa?
Find her. Bar the gates of the city, seize every ship in the harbor.
Get in.
And you know, because she ran, they're going to think she's guilty. And the girl that probably doesn't know anything, not probably, I know Sansa doesn't know anything about what's going on. You know, no one would have told her anything about the assassination or whatever plans. There's no way Sansa knew. But you know, she's guilty by association, by marriage.
You go, my lady.
Oh, where are we
You'll be
going
fine.
with this man?
You're stronger than you know.
You're suddenly bold, which is incredible. You know, I always took you to be the drunk, or was that a facade? Were you trying to, you know?
Lord Baelish.
Peter,
Jesus,
you hurt my leg. Good.
Before someone thinks to look for me.
First, you want your pay. 10,000, was it?
10,000. Wait!
No!
How do you think they would punish the girl who murdered the king? Executed your father, who tormented you for years? And a fool, and I don't trust drunk fools.
But you trusted him enough to bring me to you.
Saved. Money buys a man's silence for a time. It once belonged to his grandmother.
Huh?
Come, my lady. I know you've had a difficult day.
You're a liar.
With me.
You're a liar. We are all liars. We are all liars here.
Consummating the marriage before dying. The world is overflowing with horrible things, but they're all a tray of cakes next to death. A great doughy lump I'd sat next to it.
One of my husbands preferred the company of men and was stabbed through the heart.
You may not have enjoyed watching him die. Remains every bit as necessary to them as it is unpleasant for us.
Is that why they flipped to this scene? The next one should be easy. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps, you guys. My goodness.
It means I'll become king.
Yes, you will become king. But what makes a good king? He also named a 6-year-old boy High Sept. Food was of this world, and this world was sinful. Everyone applauded his reforms. He was murdered in his sleep after less than a year by his own brother.
Really?
Was that truly just of him? King Robert was strong. He spent his time whoring and hunting and drinking.
Whoring. Oh my gosh.
And a man who thinks that winning and ruling are the same thing.
And they all
What do
died.
they all lack?
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Yes.
I got it! I got it. I got the answer.
Against another house with a strong navy. Any experience of treasuries and granaries or shipyards and soldiers? A wise young king listens to his counselors and heeds their advice. Your brother was not a good king. If he had been, to further the family line.
Don't think so.
It's all relatively straightforward.
They've taken her
Please
son.
give the Queen a moment.
Tywin is already digging his claws into the boy. You know, he says that a wise king will listen to his counselors long after, even if, when he becomes of age. Tywin has just literally secured his path in that boy's life as the advisor to. And they've left you with your evil son that you could not correct, you could not help, you could not reprimand,
It was
nothing.
Tyrion.
It wasn't him.
The day will come when you think you are safe and happy.
Girl,
You saw
please.
Joff point at him just before he...
No one. There'll be a trial. We'll get to the truth of what happened.
don't want to try. Please, Jane, you have to.
A demon. You weep for a demon. This one is just holding her because he's not held her in a while. Oh, are you trying to entice him into killing Tyrion by offering him half a lager of PUSSY? Oh, girl, poorly played.
You're a hateful woman.
A hateful woman before your son. You people are demonic.
Stop it! Stop!
Your child, what am I even caring? Desecrate his grave. Desecrate it. People will be there watching. People are there watching. He sent everyone away. Can you people roll under that? Aren't you ashamed? Aren't you ashamed? Aye, my goodness. This is...
I don't care. Far.
Please, can we pause? Pause. I have so much I need to get out of my mouth because I'm still there. I'm still there and I'm still talking about it. So we need to go back to the beginning of the scene because I don't even know what Arya said. I am just at, like, I am so disgusted. I am so disgusted by everything. I'm disgusted by the Lannisters. I'm disgusted by the Lannisters. As a matter of fact, do you know what I feel? I don't know if Cersei's and Jaime's mother, the woman Tyrion, Tywin, might have married. Maybe she was a witch, or something really terrible, because because both of them combined produced a terrible seed. A terrible seed. And in those days, you can't really confirm who fathered your children. Do you understand? So maybe Tyrion was fathered. Maybe she fell in love with a dwarf. Like maybe she was going through the woods of the forest and met one of, the dwarfs, 7 dwarfs from the kingdom. And then, maybe Happy. Happy must have been the person Tywin made love, a wife made love to get Tyrion. Because you cannot tell me that they are all from the same parents, all three of them. Clearly, Tyrion is from a different father. I don't care what the author wrote in his book, but take Kemi translating this. Tyrion has a different daddy. He has a different daddy. And because these two people are just reveling in the art of disgustingness, evil, like they've broken every sacred law that I've ever thought about. And I'm sorry that I'm shouting, but it's how I feel. They've broken up. Yes. I'm telling you, Snow White and the 7 dwarfs, one of the dwarfs escaped, found himself, and I'm betting on Happy, found himself in King's Landing, saw Tywin's wife, had a rumpus with her, and here we have, because Cersei and her father are back to back the same kind of people. Do you understand? It's just unfortunate that Cersei was born a girl, a beautiful girl. And in that time, she had to fall in line with whatever it was that women did at the time, right? And shout out to Dave B. Thank you, my darling, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's very thoughtful of you. Happy you all joined us today. Thank you, my darling. And that's what it is. Because Jamie and Cersei, like I said, they've broken every sacred law known to man and to humanity. They've killed, they've lied, they've fornicated, they've committed adultery, they've committed incest, they've poisoned, they've snatched, they've done everything. If you go through the 10 commandments and every commandment that righteous people or even demonic command, they've broken it. They've broken it. Like, there are certain things. How does a man get off in front of the corpse of his own child? Not that I care. Not that I care. They can desecrate their son's grave, his memory, his presence, whatever. His spirit has not even reached hell yet. He's still descending the stairs. I wanted to say heaven. No, it's hell. Of hell. And he just looked back to see, is anybody weeping for me out there in the hall of whatever it is? And he sees his parents getting it on by his velvet sheets with pebbles on his eyes. It's as if he should just, when someone, they say they turned in their grave, this one will be like, what in the world? Just take one pebble out and you see your parents. Do you understand? And the girl is busy telling Jamie, no, not here. But yet, you were the one who squeezed his leather jacket, inhaled his something, and allowed a one-armed man take you. Cersei, stop. A one-armed soldier. You see this thing when you hear that, man, and you go before the court. God, and I hate seeing this, but because I've been in the courthouse, I see it. You look at the man and you are like, how did you let a midget overwhelm you in a way that he RAP'd me? I'm trying not to say the word because I don't want YouTube to flag this. When a woman who has suffered essayed goes before the judge, one of the questions that I've always hated that the prosecutor asks, and I've never asked any person that question, but what they ask is that they look at the physical ability of the person. Maybe the person is yay high or too skinny or too something, and they assume that this strength, by just looking at him, his strength, he's unable to overpower a full-grown woman like myself. I'm telling you, and this is a fact. You see how Tyrion is, and you see how I am. When in our culture we call it the aggro. The aggro. It is the strength of a man when they want to have sex. They would overpower someone 10 times their size. Believe you me. You see him with no hand, how he was able to pin her with his shoulder, rip the fabric of her linen corset or whatever what she was wearing, throw her to the ground. She was literally pushing him with all her might. I don't know if it's all her might or part her might, or I wasn't there in the room with them, but I don't know if she was pushing him away or pressing on him. Listen, I don't trust Cersei. Cersei is not innocent in any way. So this is beyond. But what I'm saying is that they just, this is just so filthy. Jamie is filthy. Jamie is just like, they are just filthy. Like, you can't be that. You can't justify this scene in my mind. I kept praying. I don't know why, but part of me wanted Brienne to walk in and see this. I don't know. Maybe she'll be where she is in this whole scene because she was just, here at the way. And then I don't know where she is. But I kind of wanted her because this scene just shows you, when the darkness is still in you. The darkness is still in Jamie. The filth of the Lannister is still in him. He hasn't been washed clean. If you're telling me that your child, right there and then, wouldn't it have been better to drag her to her chambers or hold? Not that I care. They can disagree. And anyway, I've gotten my venting out of me. Thank you so much for listening. And I don't know. I just don't know how it was. Yeah, yeah. It's either their mother, Cersei and Jamie's mother, like I said. I don't want to paint her with innocent eyes because I never met her, but I'm going to play the devil's advocate. What if their mother too was a witch, like was a very terrible woman, and this is the seed of her terribleness? Do you understand? Because she paired up with a negative person. And if you look at Tywin, other than trying to clean up his children's mess, do you understand? Other than that and trying to have power, what other evil has he done? Because it seems like in trying to just give his children a good life, or, just gain power for his family, what other evil has he done? If they had held their fort, had proper children who engaged with the other people, like look at the Tyrells, for goodness sake. They have money, they have class, and they are not going around killing people. Except Marjorie is cursed. You can't tell me your two husbands that were meant to be king died in your hands. There's something off with you, girl. Death is around you. I'm sorry, but that's how I look at things. Death is around you. I know these people are bad. Renly had issues. Joffrey had issues. But you see, Marjorie, you have issues, and we have discussed. Well, let's find out something. Let's go check your own line. Let's ask Grandma Olena what she really did in her own to, I don't know. I don't know. It's just so, yeah. Let me go to the comments section. I feel Cersei is more venomous and Tywin is more brutal and strategic. Right. Candace Heights, the Snow White Game of Thrones crossover we've been waiting for. Honestly, I do. I do think so. Not the Seven Dwarfs. Tyrion, son of Happy. I think so. In the book, Cersei was the one who insisted on starting the affair when they were young. She took the lead. I am not surprised. And I don't like to say that because, we should be girls, and women's women. But I don't lie. In my experience, sometimes I've seen court cases of people lying on their ID so that older men would date. I hate that. I hate that. And these people, they will now have a criminal record. The men will have a criminal record as, offenders. I don't want to say the word. Do you understand? But the guy, when he met you, he asked you, what is your age? Can I see your ID? And you showed him a fake ID. How is he supposed to know? I'm telling you that at the age of 14, I looked like a 21-year-old. I was big. This didn't just pop out now. I looked fully. If I put on makeup, put on heels and a wig, people would have thought, and I was just 14. So if someone met me and I lied and then something happened, the court now comes and arrests the person, but I lied. I don't know how this thing works. So people have been known, women and men have been known to promote a false narrative. And you get someone into trouble and they have that criminal record for the rest of their life. That is so, not everybody is born good. And this is where the justice system has to also look into things, I don't know. It's a very delicate situation. It's a very delicate situation. Yeah. From all right, so let's get back to the story. That's just what I wanted to do. First of all, Jamie, I don't like that he did that. He forced her. You yourself, Cersei, I don't even care that you were forced. I feel like you are just as useless. You raised the beast. And that beast of a child caused a lot of pain to many people. And I hope that Jamie does not hurt his brother because he wants to satisfy Cersei. I hope that at least a part of him remains the same. So we're going to restart. Morgan said we're restarting at 15:32. So for those watching on Facebook, please know that we're going to 15:32. 15 minutes in and I'm already screaming. All right, my darlings, let's get back into the story.
Where are we? You don't have a map?
I don't have a map.
And you're sure we're going the right way?
Leave me go. Might book passage across the narrow sea. I doubt it.
7 blessings to you.
Forgive my father. He was wounded fighting in the war. He's never been the same. The Tullys of River Run.
We don't have much, but any man that bled for House Tully is welcome to it.
House Tully, that's her mother's house, right? I swear on my life as a Stark, as a Tully.
Accepting our
Oh,
human
don't let me
frailty.
cry.
We ask less courage in
Oh,
these
I'm
days
just
of strife and
emotional for
turmoil.
nothing.
We ask the smith to strengthen our hands and our backs.
And I asked the stranger not to kill us in our beds tonight for no damn reason at all.
I'm so sorry. Really good.
Did you fight at the twins? Offer them guest right.
Guest right don't mean much anymore.
Things were different when Hoster Tully ruled the Riverlands. I was going to send Sally north to stay with my brother, but the north's no better.
How can a man not keep Aelins home?
Those raiders wouldn't stand a chance against you. She can't lift a bale of hay. And if any thieves came...
What do you pay?
Fair wages for fair work.
Fair wages for fair work.
Really?
What did you do?
Get your horse saddled.
You told... And
Aye, he took us in. He's a good man. His daughter makes nice stew.
you don't know that.
I do know it. He's weak.
No, Arya, don't do that. Don't let him do that. Give him back his money. No, please.
How many
No,
Starks they got
no.
to behead before you figure it out?
Oh my God, that's... Oh my God, please, please, please. Don't say...
Raper. Thief.
You're the only one that saw it. And they all think you're just a... It's not a very nice word, I suppose.
No one's touched me, if that's what you mean.
One woman.
They've got other things to think about.
There's 100 men lying awake at night picturing you.
Do you picture me? Do you picture all this?
I worry about you. I don't know if you're safe here.
So, what are you saying?
That you have to go.
Are you bored of me?
Girl, please, don't be silly. Don't you understand? You understand. You were married to an older man. You understand. You're not married, but you understand.
I want to protect
Girl,
you.
you understand. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Keep an eye on little
You
Sam.
understand what he's trying to say. You know what he's trying to say. For the longest time, the guy that you were with didn't want men looking at you. Of course you knew why. So now that Sam is telling you to do something, the needful, don't act all innocent and that, oh, you're bored of me. It's not about boredom.
You're a literary man now. What do you make of that?
Joffrey.
The usurper, Joffrey Baratheon. Now faced with a great opportunity, and I am powerless to take advantage of
We'll
it.
find you an army of grace. I've been working day and night.
What progress have you made?
Musgood?
Musgood.
And House Hay?
They don't have enough men between them to raid a pantry. The Golden Company.
Never broken a contract.
They're sell
We're
swords.
willing to use blood magic to put you on the throne, but we're not willing to pay men to fight. Now, the Red Woman's magic is real. Her.
If I do not press my claim will be forgotten. I'm running out of time, Sir Davos. Which means you're running out of time.
I thought you weren't coming.
The hand of the king doesn't have much leisure time.
It's a new one today. Lots of tricky words. But I think you can manage. You'll never read well if you move your lips. That's how children do it.
Of Elio Grivas, first sword of Bravos.
I can almost tell their names.
You were a pirate once.
No, I was never a pirate. I was a smuggler.
The Bravosis, the people, it seems like their names are like Italian. So if we could go back to, thank you, Morgan. That's what I wanted to say. We could go back to the beginning of when Sir Davos walked into the room into the room. That's where I wanted us to pause. And the other thing I wanted to say is that this guy is looking old. He's looking stressed out. And he's consistently threatening Sir Davos with death. I don't like him as a king. Even if he feels like there's some claim to the throne, he is a threatening kind of person. He's very menacing. In the beginning, it was all about doing it was his throne, it was his right. I fight for what is mine. I don't want any other issues. But now there is a very the blind worship of the wicked, of the red, the Lord of Light. Oh, now I've killed one. I threw a lich into the fire. Robb Stark died. I threw another lich. Joffrey died. You know what I mean? It's now beginning to manifest even in how he sees. He has killed his brother-in-law, his wife, something. You know what I mean? When they begin to, there is a pattern here. This guy, he better be fearful for his life. He's almost killed Sir Davos once. Did you understand what I mean? Are you serious? Absconded. Bravos is kind of partly inspired by Italy. I got it. You see, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that. I just noticed from the names, as soon as the call, I would, oh, I'm so happy I'm into it. I'm so into this show. Yes. I'm clapping for myself. I'm excited. I like it when I get things. Not that I'm not opposed to not getting it right, but it makes me feel like the things that I'm mixing up in my head, I'm on the right track.
My father says a criminal's a criminal.
Your father lacks an appreciation of the finer points of bad behavior. So did the Bravosi.
You've sailed to Bravos?
Of course. I suppose if you work for the Iron Bank of Bravos, and each one of your gold barges is worth half a kingdom, you tend not to be overly concerned with the kind of distinction. I need you to write a message.
You should write it yourself. It's good practice.
What are we doing?
To the officers
of the Iron Bank. I love it.
But that's not you.
I need to get their attention.
Oh my God, I knew it. As soon as he said the Iron Bank, I was like, you've been looking for how to get money, and now you figured it out.
He's seen some adventures, hasn't he?
Oh my gosh. He brought her to a brothel.
Daddy?
No.
Where's Daddy?
You're asking too many questions.
No, Sophie.
Only room and board. There'd be money. Give you a piece of it.
No. I promise to come back and visit whenever I can. Stab them in the back. And I can't run away, which is what we did at Craster's.
Best for you.
Gilly.
Oh my. That was it behind. Oh my gosh. What is... Oh, goodness gracious.
They're a kind of taste. You're calling my beauty an acquired taste.
You like them both the same?
The gods made that, and it delights me. What are you, 25?
Children.
Someday, if you're lucky, you will wake up and realize you are old. Make sure you fucked your fill before that day.
Line up to fuck him till the day he dies.
Prince
What
Oberyn,
is happening?
Lord Tywin.
may we have the room?
You should have knocked if you wanted the audience with me. You don't just walk in when I'm performing sacred rites. My goodness, they're just showing us all the bodies and the nakedness.
I'm sorry about your grandson.
Are you?
Are you interrogating me, Lord Tywin?
Some believe the king choked. I hear you studied poisons at the Citadel.
I did.
Some days later, my grandson dies.
Okay.
What did you discuss?
You think we conspired together?
For which you blame me.
She was raped and murdered by the mountain. The mountain follows your orders. Of course I blame you. If I cut your throat today, I will be drawn and quartered tomorrow.
Men at war commit all kinds of crimes without their superiors' knowledge.
So you deny involvement in Elia's murder?
Categorically.
categorically, you're a bad man. You are bad and bold, and you will meet your match one day.
With the mountain.
I'm sure he would enjoy speaking with you.
He might not enjoy it as much as he thinks he would.
There will be a trial for my son, and as custom dictates, I will preside. Not long ago, the Tyrells sided with Renly Baratheon. I will also invite you to sit on the small council.
I never realized you had such respect for Dorne.
The king is dead. The Greyjoys are in open rebellion. A wildling army marches on the wall. And in the east, a Targaryen girl has 3 dragons. Before long, she will turn her eyes to Westeros. Only the Dornish managed to resist Aegon Targaryen and his dragons.
This guy is a genius.
We need each other.
No, don't trust him. Don't. Did he show us if they shook hands? Hey, Podrick.
Podrick. I didn't find the candles, though. And some hard cheese.
You're a good lad.
Yeah.
You're to stand trial in a fortnight.
No. Gods, no. I would like to think, if I were arranging a royal assassination...
Your father?
Cool.
Are you sitting on the table, you put his food, you put your bum to his cheese? What in the world?
I'm supposed to get a list of names from you, my lord. She's gone.
Gone?
No one's seen her since the wedding.
No one had more cause to kill Joffrey than Sansa. And with my wife's disappearance, it makes me seem that much more guilty. Be following you now.
Who will?
I don't know. The sweet Tommen is so much easier to handle. Whenever something bad happens to me, I assume it's my sister that had a hand in it. She is the only one I'm certain had nothing to do with this murder.
He's already been called as a witness for the Queen.
Of course. Fetch Bronn. I have a job for him.
I've already asked, my lord. They won't let him see you.
Why not?
They say he's a known cutthroat and your close associate.
Would they at least allow me to see Jamie?
I'll ask, my lord. There's something else, my lord.
What is it?
A man...
Nice ring to it. What did you tell him?
I didn't tell them anything, my lord.
Want an answer before that?
Already gave them an answer, my lord.
I don't want to see your head already mounted.
My lord.
Then get yourself out of King's Landing before it's too late.
Don't let me cry.
Hold.
Thank you for everything.
There has never lived a more loyal squire.
It was the right thing to do, to tell him to leave. If he's not going to say yes, he has to get out of the town. His life...
Wait, let me guess. Potato!
Jesus!
Hide!
I'm going to eat them. Go tell the crows at Castle Black.
We need to teach them.
If we go after them, we'll be giving them what they want.
We have just over 100 men. Can't afford to lose a single man.
To the wall.
We are the watchers on the wall.
What do you say to Brother Pip's proposition?
If the wildlings breach the wall, they'll roll over everything and everyone for 1,000 miles before they reach an army that can stop them.
That is our job.
The guy was just talking with his father. He was just talking to his father about boiled potatoes, and this girl killed him. You see how this life was, and the boy was looking at her face. Looking at her face, that little boy. Watch out, watch out. Watch out for that. And they sent that boy. It's not a mistake that boy survived.
Chains. We were guests. Keep.
And the mutineers stay.
Oh, see
They're not
his
going
friends.
anywhere. Mr. Daddy. Carl's running things now.
I told the wildlings we had over 1,000 men at Castle Black alone. Man says all he needs to crush us, he just doesn't know it yet. And even if every one of us kills 100 wildlings, there's still not a thing we can do to stop them.
Girl, this your fashions, your fabric. Who's making all these clothes for you? This corset. Bravo. Like, let's go back to that. Okay, where are we going? Which castle is this? Wow. What is this? Look at the way this thing looks. Oh, see, more slaves. She's come to free them too now.
A single rider.
Oh, they're starting with battle. They were like, listen, let's sort it out the old-fashioned way. Is that what?
I believe he means to.
He claims you are no woman at all, but a man who...
Not meaningless if half the city you intend to take is listening to them.
First, I will need this one to be quiet.
I've been by your side longer than any of them, Khaleesi.
I'm not your general or a member of your Queen's Guard or the commander of your Unsullied.
Make it worth their while.
But you like him, Grace. Don't you like him? Is he going to die? Dario Nagarys, is he going to die?
Horses are dumber than men.
Isn't he going to draw out his sword or something? Isn't he going to... He's probably a trickster. He knows something. What does he know? What does he know that I don't know right now, please? Oh my gosh. Because honestly, I think you're the only woman that can... Go girl. Free. You see those ones, they are packing their family, they're going away from... Ooh, slave chains for your masters. Put it around their neck, honey. Let's see how it fits. Come on. Ooh. I don't think I have loved seeing Daenerys in full action than I did in this scene. Like, I love what she did with Astapor. I still haven't gotten over the amazement of Karth and her rescuing her dragons. But you see the way she presented her resume? Like, she went... This was something. I went to Paris, and this is what I did. I went to the north, and this is what I did. I went to here, and like, look at the evidence behind me. I'm not just here to talk. I'm not here to talk to your masters. I'm here to talk to you, members of the community, members of my constituency. Like, I am here to tell you why I should be the president of the so, right? To be the queen of the north, to be the queen of the 7 kingdoms, to be the queen, not even of the north, of the 7 kingdoms of everything. I'm here to tell you that, trust me, I am she. I am the ultimate she, nobody else. You don't need anybody else. You don't need anything else. You just need me. And let me tell you what I've done in the past. This is my resume. I went to, where did she say? Astapor. Where are they now? Right behind me. I went to Yunkai. Where are they now? Right behind me. I am here to Marine. They might have told you I'm a killer. They might have told you that I'm a transgender, that I might be a man. It's like, because that's what that guy was saying, that I'm not real, because I have an army of men without parts. Whatever they told you, all I have to say is one thing. I offer you this. This is the evidence. You see, the thing about slavery, and well, slavery is really, yes, but slavery, but about not giving people what you take from them, is that the moment they have that awareness, the moment that the person can say to myself that this is not fair, someone puts it in their heart, something stirs within them and they refuse to take it anymore. I have seen so many scenarios, even in relationships. I've seen women who would be in relationships with men they didn't love, and they were enduring and everything was going fine, until the moment the man says, I love someone else, or the woman says, I love someone else. Something just flips. Something flips within them. They're like, wow, I endured all this nonsense. Even when I didn't love you, I stayed in the marriage. Even when you weren't treating me right, I stayed in the marriage. When you weren't giving me food, helping me out, you were rude to me, you were embarrassing me, I stayed. I endured everything. And for what? For you to wake up one day as a man and tell me that you found love. You think I couldn't have gone seeking and finding love? No. And something flips and they go like, oh, the woman lost her mind. No, there is, you see, it's not losing the mind. The woman came to her mind. That is what is happening. When that man, you see, she could have sent them weapons. She could have sent them knives and maybe things to begin to attack. What she sent them were chains. And I love how Daenerys always says that they take you and they take your children. That thing, you know, for someone who has now experienced having a child that came out deformed, we never saw, and losing a child and losing a husband, something has flipped in her head. Something has gone crazy. She cannot tolerate the oppression of children, of a child who came into this world, a precious gift. So she threw chains to the slaves so they could see that this thing can actually fit our masters. These chains, this neck chokeholds that we've had over our years, there is enough to also put it over their necks. There is enough. They have enough. So nobody should have that arrogant stance that, oh, this thing is only good for us, so maybe black people or lower people or poor people, or this thing can really fit everybody else. This thing can be created. They created enough chains, enough chokeholds. Did you notice that the children had it on their neck? So Daenerys sent the thing back. Ask them to try it on. So you could see that slave holding it and looking at it. Probably he's never been able to really sit back and look like, this thing can. And he looked back at the master like, let me put it on you and see how it feels like. That's what happens sometimes in relationships, that they ask people, oh, when they suffer from domestic violence, they ask them, oh, why did you stay so long? It's because the awakening hasn't happened yet. You ask girls, why do you go back to that bad relationship? Because the awakening hasn't happened yet. No matter what you do to a person, to free a person, if the person doesn't wake up, if the person doesn't realize, even with men and their jobs, why they tolerate the disrespect, because some men too tolerate disrespectful scenarios in their relationships, in their marriages, in their workplace, in their bullying, the awakening. Nothing can, you see, people can tell you that it can be free, but you could see it in that slave's eyes. When he held that thing, I love that actor that played that role did it so well. Something just, I looked into his eyes, it looked like, wow, this thing is actually, you can actually wear it too. And you could see the master is like, mixture of fear, disgust, as in what the hell is going on there. While Daenerys was still speaking, you could see behind the soldiers that shot the arrows out, there were masters behind them. And one master was like telling his family, come, let's get out of here. Because they had heard the tales. The higher echelon of society, the masters, the mistresses, the elevated people had heard the message. They must have read the news. They had access to DSTV, to CNN, to the news. But the slaves will not know. They will not know because they will keep it amongst themselves. Maybe when they want to have the conversations in the house, they'll tell their slaves, oh yeah, go out, go out, go out. We want to talk. And the fathers will be telling his wife, the children, that this is what they did in Astaport. This is what they did in Yunkai. So maybe one slave would have heard the rumors and gone round to tell the other slaves, there's this girl called Daenerys. But they don't know the fullness of the story. They might have even told the slaves, the Marines would have even thought this Daenerys was a figment of their imagination, doesn't really exist, no mother of dragons, dragons is fairy tales. That's how gossip goes around in cities. Only for her to appear. She said, listen, Daenerys was on point. I love it. Daenerys has taken this scene has bolstered my confidence in her. Honestly, I love this scene so much. I love how she didn't even talk to the masters. I love how she went straight to her clients. Said, listen, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I don't care what they've said. Look at the evidence behind me. That is it. You must connect with the people that matter to you, right? And everyone is so far, it's still early and I don't want to put up my hopes. I've learned a lesson from putting my hopes in Rob. I don't want to put my hopes in Daenerys like this too much because they might break my heart. Who knows? But what I'm trying to say is that every other person who has been fighting this they've been doing it for. This one wants power. The Lannister wants power. This one wants kingdoms. This one wants, strength. This one wants money. It seems to me that the reason I cared for Rob so much is because Rob wasn't seeking power. He was seeking to avenge his father, the father's legacy. Now he's no longer with us. Daenerys is seeking to free. I think she really has a problem with enslaving people or enslaving children, with oppression, unjust oppression. I'm sure if she found out that the Yunkais or the Marines were paying their people and not calling them slaves, that they were exchanged, that the exchange was monetary compensation for the work done, she might not be opposed to it. But remember when she was walking into the city, not walking, but per se, where they saw that child that was hung and pointing in that direction. There's just something so terrible about it. And you know who I have to thank for why that thing is a trigger to her? Is the witch that killed her husband and her child. Remember that witch, that woman that said that before you came to me, remember, you guys, in the comment section, nobody's saying anything. Are you still with me? Oh, okay, thank you. But you're not saying anything. You're not affirming. Thank you for being here. Okay, I wanted to remember the witch. Yes, absconded. Thank you so much, everyone. Tina, okay, I see you guys now. Thank you. All right. So the witch was the one who triggered this in her. Daenerys. Do you know what I mean? Because for the long, she was saying things from the perspective, oh yes, I'm safe. I'm married to Drogo. I'm part of the Dothraki. So what else can we really do? I'm not even seeing the Dothraki much. I'm seeing the Unsullied more in this something. I don't know if they're still with her, right? But when the witch told her that thing and said to her, before you came to rescue me, as you put it, she had already been raped several times by some Dothraki men. The boy that they said that the boy that I just healed the other day has been killed. The person with which I took my meat from has been killed. The sugar has been killed. The other woman that I had saved had been killed. Do you understand? You are coming, but you came too late. And you're coming and you think, after I've lost all these things, that because you gave me access to this, that I would be okay with it. When the woman, as much as we disliked what she did, the woman was justified in letting Daenerys feel that pain. of losing a husband and a child, because at that time she was in love with Drogo and she definitely loved her child. So taking that from her has caused a reset in how she approaches victims of war. She knows that these slaves, if she decides to pillage the city, they will get caught in the crossfire of fighting, of killing, of, of war. They will get caught in it, and they're innocent people. So she's giving them the opportunity. She's also giving the masters the opportunity to release the slave and let it all be good. It's when they now refuse the exchange of peace that she now says, okay, slaves, I know you have no choice, so I'm going to address you. I'm going to try to free you. That's my opinion, and just let me know what you think in the comments section. How do you think Daenerys did with this scene? Pan Paja, I think it was one of her best moments. Oh, yes, I agree. I agree as well. I think that she really elevated. She rearranged my thoughts about her, and she allowed me see her in a more authoritative and good position. I just love how she said bratatas, meritas, prontentas, right? I love how she she spoke the language that yeah. It's a great scene for Dany. I like how she appealed directly to the slaves. Morgan absconded, that's what he said. Red Honey, yes, I agree. I love her mission on freeing the slaves. Yes, okay, Morgan, I don't want to change the topic, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the Hound and Arya. Oh, thank you for reminding me about that. Yes, Arya and the Hound. I don't like what the Hound did to that family. I do not like what the Hound did to that family, to that man and his daughter. I don't care if you feel that before the winter comes, they will be dead or they don't have. That is the money he asked you. You see, the thing about this show is a show that thrives on lies and dishonor. The guy had already told you the kind of person that he was. He told you that he made it clear that he never liked what the Freys did to the Starks when they came to the house, that there is honor in respecting when you invite someone into your house. And the man believed Arya because he's a single father raising a daughter. So when he saw another daughter with her father, Arya appealed to his sensibilities. You understand? He felt, oh, yeah, he was extending a kindness to Arya that he hoped maybe one day in life someone will extend to his own daughter. Maybe one day when he's old, too old to remember anything and he's always forgetting and making a mess, someone will show. So he showed them that kindness. Arya, although we didn't see the end of that scene, Arya should take that money back and go and give it to them. Because by allowing him, the Hound, do that, I don't like it. That was just a violation. And I think that at some point we just have to decide who we want to be. Who we want to be. He could have taken a few silver coins, maybe 2, and give the man the other. Or even advise him. Tell him that, listen, this place that you're staying is not the best. It's not the best for you. Let's move along because raiders are coming. This is where I think you should go. Something so that he can take his donkey and his cart and then they go on their jolly way. Taking all his money. What do you want him to do now? How does he feed that girl? That girl just looks like an 8-year-old, as small as Rickon, for goodness sake. So, but with their relationship prior to that scene, I was surprised at how quickly Arya lied. I said, this girl just quickly made up a story. She looked at the scene, made up a story. This is my father. He fought in the war. I don't know how she figured out by saying something about the Tullys. Maybe by when she asked the question as to where are we going? She put two and two together and she says, okay, this area would have been the area where my grandfather, which is Kat's daddy, something, and they just sold a lie. She quickly wrapped up a story quickly and sold it. That was incredible. I don't know if I'm seeing an alliance between both of them, the Hound and Arya, but you know, I don't like what the Hound did in that scene. I enjoyed their relationship prior to, you know, they've been together back to back. She collected her needle, you know, she's supporting him. I would like them to continue on that journey. The guy said he's going to the new lands. You know, I don't know what Arya stands to gain if she goes to her aunt, you know, in the Eyrie. I don't know. Then let's talk about Sansa. Sansa and Littlefinger, my goodness gracious. My goodness gracious. Please, why? Why? I don't want her to be with that man, please. Why did I forget that? Listen, you guys, no, it can't work. It can't work for the life of me. It can't work. This guy said we are all liars. He killed the drunk. House of Holland. Hey, my goodness gracious. If Sansa knows anything, the only place I want Sansa to be right now, let me not lie, is with the Tyrells. If she can find a way to run, take a ship, take the last virginity she has and gives it to someone. There are only two people I can really feel is that she goes with the Tyrells. As in, not stay in the city of King's Landing, go to their village, go to their city, far away. Or she goes to Dorne, because I feel the Dorns are very open-minded. And let's go back to the Dorne conversation between Oberyn and Tywin. No, Tywin is an evil genius. That guy is smart, strong, and wicked, and evil genius. Just take it like that. That's the only word I can come up with. Oberyn should not join him. Oberyn should not join him. Do you know why? Because Tywin has a way of tricking his friends, tricking people that he wants to fall in line with him. For the moment, he will tell you what you need to hear until you're no longer of service. How Oberyn said to Tywin, let's go back to that conversation. Oberyn said to Tywin, I want the mountain. The mountain, we all know, is Tywin's strongest soldier. Tywin says, join my council and I will give you the mountain. You and I both know that Tywin will never give anybody the mountain, because the mountain has done so many bad things back to back. Did anything happen to him? No. So what are we left with? We're left with a scenario where Oberyn might say, okay, I will join you, and then give me the mountain. And then Tywin will be like, I don't want to give you the mountain. So what is going to happen? It means that Tywin and the mountain will stand against Oberyn. That is just it. There is no way you and I both, how would he give him? If you give someone your oldest, strongest soldier, what does that leave you with? That mountain, how? You know, if he gets rid of the mountain, you think and Oberyn, of course, there is no way. Even if, in my mind, I don't know. Even if Tywin decides, okay, take the mountain, kill the mountain, Oberyn will not be satisfied. I don't think he will be satisfied. Because this is what he says. He said to him, my sister was killed by the mountain, and I'm paraphrasing, I don't remember the exact words. My sister was killed by the mountain, and it was based on your orders. What did Tywin say categorically? That is, if you can't prove it, I'm not going to claim it. If you can't prove it, I'm not going to claim it. And that is even a bigger insult. My mom is going to hate it because I keep saying and more so. That is a bigger insult because what Oberyn was trying to get was, are you the reason my sister is dead? If you're the reason, then there's really no need to face the mountain because the mountain was just a figurehead doing whatever it is. Tywin could have denied it and said, no, it wasn't on my orders. He did it of his own accord, relinquishing any participation in the death of his sister. But Tywin is so arrogant, so fearless, so annoying that he looked Oberyn in the eye and said categorically, that means take it whatever way you will. I don't fear you. What will you do? That was what he was saying. His silence was confirmation. He was saying to him, I'm not going to affirm or deny it. What will you do? And that was when, if you notice, Oberyn took it like a deep breath. I was like, wow. Wow. So in other words, Oberyn now has to go back to the drawing table and go like, wait, who do I really want to kill? Am I really going to go after the mountain or am I going to go after you? And now that Tywin has thrown himself into the equation, do you really think that he would let Oberyn take the mountain? No, because Oberyn will not be satisfied. If the mountain falls down dead today, Oberyn is going to come for Tywin because of that statement he made. Tywin on purpose threw himself into that equation of the death of his sister by saying that word categorically, not affirming or denying, so that Oberyn can come in. He wanted to pull Oberyn in. Like, he doesn't want Oberyn to leave that King's Landing. Look at the offers he's making. Am I going to be on the board of directors from Dorne? Think about it. Think about it. Am I going to be on the board of directors from Dorne? He doesn't want anybody to leave the city. He's creating already something fishy. He doesn't want, because he's where is his granddaughter? His granddaughter is Dorne. So in his way, Tywin is holding Oberyn hostage without knowing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Do you see it? Do you see it? I see it. I see it. He is holding Oberyn. He's not going to let him go. Oberyn should be careful. Oberyn should be careful, oh. He should be careful. He should be careful. He should be careful. He should be careful. What he should do now, did he come with an army? Because I just saw like 10 men on horses when, hey, let's go into it. Wait, oh, I need cookie. I'm hungry. I'll be right back. Oh, thank you for your super chat, Hudson Doodle. You said, Tywin is one of the most compelling characters in the series, and Charles Dance, the actor who plays him, is truly a master of... Oh, yes. I love his voice. Oh, sorry, I ran up the stairs. Okay. I love his voice first. And I also... Oh my gosh, I have to pee. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. You see, this is the part about live. Usually by the time you get to see it, I would have cut out all the part of me getting tea. But since we're live, you get to just see every single detail of how it works. My apologies. I needed to use, because I don't want to interrupt the next part, right? So what in the comment section? Right. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Okay. So are we ready? Morgan, are you ready? Please thank you to everyone who's putting up a super chat for me. Much appreciated. All right. So we're going into episode 4.